Hi, everyone. This is Mike Talks Cars podcast. Today, driverless cars are coming, Acura Integra details, and body language, part 3. In industry news, the NHTSA announced yesterday that they are removing the requirement for fully autonomous vehicle manufacturers to install human driver controls in their vehicles. This former requirement has its roots in safety laws that make the assumption that humans are in control of the vehicle. General Motors' self-driving division Cruise made application to the NHTSA last month to reconsider their requirement and grant permission to build and deploy their first vehicle without such an interface. Fancy words for a steering wheel and brake pedal. In the revision, the NHTSA stated that, quote, for vehicles designed to be solely operated by an ADS, manually operated driving controls are logically unnecessary. End of quote. The vehicles will still have to provide all the occupant safety equipment as any other vehicle. This change basically eliminates there being a driver's position in the vehicle, but still state that a child cannot be sitting in what was traditionally the driver's seat. The changes to these standards moves manufacturers one step closer to being able to sell autonomous vehicles to other parties. In new vehicle news, Acura has finally shown us the production version of the Acura Integra. This much-anticipated rebirth of an iconic nameplate brings with it few surprises, but a lot of car for your money. The big question has been answered. Yes, there will be a 6-speed manual transmission available. Integra looks great. It has the roofline of a coupe, but is actually a 4-door with a liftback hatch complete with folding rear seats for your gear. Under the hood, you'll find a turbocharged 1.5-liter VTEC 4-cylinder engine, think Honda Civic Si, that puts out 200 horsepower and 192 pounds-feet of torque. The 6-speed manual transmission is a short-throw, close-ratio design and has automatic rev-matching technology. And if you opt for the CVT, you get paddle shifters on the steering wheel that allow you to simulate shifts and control RPM during spirited driving. There's even a limited slip differential to help get the power where you want it. 3 drive modes can be selected depending on what kind of driving you're doing. They're comfort mode, normal mode, and sport mode. The new Integra will be built in Ohio, and we expect to see the first ones roll off the assembly line for delivery this spring. Now for some musings with the trainer. Okay, this is part 3 of my discussion on body language. I've already talked about grooming, attire, hand gestures, and eye contact. If you missed those, take a look back at the previous 2 podcasts. Today, I want to talk about using body language to reduce the tension in a conversation with a customer, or anyone else, really. It's a very simple concept, but extremely powerful when done right. If you're standing face-to-face with a customer, take a look at your feet. Are they pointing exactly the opposite direction compared to the customer's feet? If so, you're in a confrontational position, and you don't want that. This is a high-pressure position. If your feet are pointing in roughly the same direction as the customer's feet, you are in a supportive position. Now, while that sounds good, and there may be times when that is appropriate, it is not the position you want to stand in when gathering information, delivering information, or negotiating. What you want is for your feet to be at about a 45-degree angle to your customer's feet. This means that your left shoulder is closer to their right shoulder, or if you're standing on the other side, your right shoulder is closer to their left shoulder. You're still in front of them a little bit, but you are standing in a letter V shape. This is called the conversational V and is a low-conflict stance that invites sharing. This is even more true if you are larger than the person you are talking to. The conversational V just takes the tension off and still provides incentive to interact without intimidation. Grab a coworker and try talking with them in all three of the positions I just described. You'll see what I mean. Practice using the conversational V with your customers. You'll find there's real power in the body language that you're using. This is Mike Little reminding you that, hey, selling is fun. Go have a great day.